Darkness blankets the battlefield. No moon. No stars. Only smoke drifting across shattered ground. Then it begins. A deep, mechanical roar cuts through the silence. Not from the horizon. Not from the front lines. From directly above. Suddenly, the night explodes. A stream of glowing tracers carve circles of fire around enemy positions. Buildings collapse. Vehicles vanish in blinding flashes. Shockwaves slam into the earth. The enemy never sees what is killing them. They only hear it. A flying fortress of death is orbiting overhead. This is America's AC-130 gunship. For more than half a century, this aircraft has haunted battlefields across the world, feared by adversaries, respected by allies, and whispered about by those who have faced its fire. The AC-130 is not a fighter jet. It is not a bomber. It is something far more terrifying. It is a gunship, a heavily armed aircraft built to circle its target, lock onto it, and destroy it with overwhelming precision. The story of the AC-130 begins during the Vietnam War. American forces needed an aircraft that could provide continuous close air support at night, something that could stay over the battlefield for hours, something that could hunt targets hidden in jungle and darkness. Engineers took a simple cargo plane, the C-130 Hercules, and transformed it into a flying weapons platform. Instead of bombs dropping from beneath the wings, cannons were mounted along the left side of the fuselage. The aircraft would fly in a wide circle, keeping its guns constantly pointed at a single target. The idea was revolutionary and devastatingly effective. Early gunships proved that a slow-moving aircraft, armed with heavy weapons and guided by sensors, could dominate the night. Over decades, the design evolved. More powerful guns. Better sensors. Advanced computers. Stronger airframes. Today's AC-130 is one of the most lethal close-support aircraft ever created. At the heart of its power is its firepower. Modern variants carry a terrifying combination of weapons. A rapid-firing 25mm cannon capable of shredding vehicles and infantry positions. A 30mm autocannon that punches through armor. And the legendary 105mm howitzer. Yes, a tank-sized cannon mounted inside an airplane. Each round from the 105mm gun can demolish buildings, bunkers, and fortified positions with a single hit. But raw firepower alone does not make the AC-130 deadly. Precision does. Every shot is guided by advanced fire control computers. Stabilized mounts keep weapons locked on target even while the aircraft banks in tight circles. Sensors track movement on the ground with frightening clarity. Infrared cameras see heat signatures through darkness. Electro-optical systems provide crystal-clear imagery. Radar can detect moving targets even through smoke and weather. Operators inside the aircraft watch the battlefield in real time on multiple screens. They can zoom in on a single person from miles away. They can identify weapons, vehicles, and hostile activity. Once a target is confirmed, the gunship strikes within seconds. And it rarely misses. The AC-130 is also a flying command center. It can communicate with ground troops, drones, helicopters, and other aircraft simultaneously. It receives targeting data. It shares intelligence. It coordinates strikes. This makes it invaluable for special operations. When elite units operate deep behind enemy lines, the AC-130 often becomes their guardian angel. If they are ambushed, the gunship is called in. If they are surrounded, the gunship clears a path. If extraction is impossible, the gunship buys time. Many soldiers have described hearing the AC-130 arrive as the moment they knew they would survive. The aircraft has seen combat in nearly every major American conflict since Vietnam. Panama, the Gulf War, Somalia, Afghanistan, Iraq, Syria. In urban combat, it hunts insurgents hiding inside buildings. In deserts, it destroys vehicle convoys. In mountains, it strikes caves and tunnels. The AC-130's ability to loiter for hours gives it a psychological advantage. Enemies know that once the gunship appears, escape becomes nearly impossible. There is no quick strike and retreat. The aircraft stays. It watches. It waits. And then it fires again. Yet, despite its fearsome reputation, the AC-130 is not invincible. It is large. It is slow compared to jets. It is vulnerable to modern air defenses. That is why gunships operate where friendly forces control the airspace. They rely on escort fighters, electronic warfare aircraft, and intelligence support. Modern AC-130 variants include advanced defensive systems, missile warning sensors, flares and countermeasures, electronic jammers. These systems constantly monitor the environment and attempt to defeat incoming threats. The future of the AC-130 is already taking shape. New versions are being equipped with improved sensors, longer-range weapons, and precision-guided munitions. Instead of only using cannons, gunships can now fire guided missiles and small precision bombs. This allows them to strike from greater distances, reducing risk. Artificial intelligence is being integrated to assist with target detection and tracking. Networked warfare systems allow gunships to share data instantly with satellites, drones, and ground units. The concept remains the same: persistent presence, overwhelming firepower, absolute precision. In an age of hypersonic missiles and stealth fighters, the AC-130 may seem old-fashioned. But on the ground, where wars are often decided block by block and hill by hill, nothing replaces a gunship circling overhead. It is not designed to fight other aircraft. It is not built for speed. It is built for one purpose: to dominate the battlefield below. When an AC-130 appears in the night sky, it sends a message. You have been found. You cannot hide. You cannot escape. The darkness no longer belongs to you. Because somewhere above, unseen but unstoppable, a flying fortress is watching. And once it speaks, the battle is already over.